Well, hello and welcome to another episode of The Elegant Life. We are continuing on the theme of how to build and increase your self-love and self-confidence as a spiritual woman who really chooses to live elegantly in her life. Now, what I want to show you today is some really actually scientific information. You know that I always come with the spiritual, but what's beautiful in this day and age is that the scientific is just proving what I know to be true and that I teach all the time. And I think for today's topic, the scientific view is very supportive to you. And so I'm going to go down that route a little bit more. It doesn't get too detailed, so don't get scared off. It actually will serve you big time. I want to talk to you about how the unconscious mind works. What is the mind? Seriously, mind is energy. There are different levels of energy and each of them does something different, and your mind is basically has two different types of energy levels to it. The first one is the unconscious mind. This is where all of your conditioning, your beliefs, your memories, your unprocessed negative emotions, your limiting beliefs have been stored. There are many more things that the unconscious mind does, which we're going to talk about today because this is what really is going to serve you. And the other part is the conscious mind. The conscious mind is that aspect of your energy that can say, I want to walk over there. I want to point to my nose. It is the thing that makes the decision. The unconscious mind is a thing that's almost replaying on automatic. For example, one of the tasks of the unconscious mind is that it takes care of all your bodily functions without you even having to try. So your heart is beating. Why? Because the unconscious mind is taking care of that. Your eyes blink when it needs more water. What's happening with that? The unconscious mind knows that when it gets a bit dry, it needs to blink. So it's taking care of all your bodily functions. The conscious mind is a thing that actually makes choices. This is the beautiful way that Source, the Divine, has created us. This is why we are a spiritual being, but we are also a human being who has free will to make choices. Let's take the fact that you would love to be able to eat a certain food, but many women say the moment that I eat this, I gain weight. It goes straight to my hips. Your conscious mind has just told your unconscious mind, who takes care of all the bodily functions, what to do with that food that you just ate. It's going to go straight to your hips. It listens. It's very, very obedient. So I'm going to get into some more specific examples just like that and tell you how to really use the unconscious mind and the conscious mind to get your body, and therefore not just your body but your life, to do what you want it to do. Okay, so let's start off with some of the things that your unconscious mind does without you even thinking or even trying. I already mentioned that your unconscious mind runs the body. It takes care of all those actions. When you're sleeping, you don't even have to think about it, do you? Your blood is flowing, your heart is pumping, your cells are healing and releasing and detoxifying. It's doing all of that stuff on its own and you don't need to do a thing. So all you have to do is use your conscious mind to tell the unconscious mind how you want your body to run. I know it sounds simplistic, but that's how the divine orchestrated everything in nature. Everything is done with simple elegance, and people think it has to be a lot more complex than this. I know, I thought that too at one point, but it really, really doesn't. All you have to do is use what the divine has given you, a conscious mind, free will, to tell your unconscious mind what it is you want it to do. So if you're, for example, wanting to have more energy, you tell your body at night, my intention is that I have a deep, restful sleep so that every part of my body heals and is recharged and revitalized, so that I wake up in the morning full of energy and vitality. You tell your body to do that, and you will wake up the next morning with that. Okay? So that's the first step. We use this a lot in the program that I have called the Elegant Guide to Your Best Body. This is how I was able to lose a little over 50 pounds without dieting, without starvation, without exercising all the time, and without, did I say deprivation? That's a big no-no in the Elegant Guide to Your Best Body. So we use this concept a lot in that. All right, the next thing is that your unconscious mind actually wants to preserve the body. This means that if you walk out into the street, your body will automatically make you jump back without your conscious mind saying, oh, there is a bus coming. I really would like to jump back. Your unconscious mind will naturally, the way it's beautifully been designed, whip you back so that you don't get hit. Its main function is to preserve you and your body. Now, a lot of women come to me and they say, I feel like my body has let me down, it's rejected me, it's completely betraying me if they have dis-ease or unwellness. And I'm telling you, the only reason that it is doing that is because of the conditioning, the limiting beliefs, the unprocessed negative emotions, the memories, the experiences we've had. That's why the body will protect you, because it thinks it's preserving you. Your job is to use the conscious mind to tell it, this is what I want you to do. This is most beneficial to me. I clear and delete all of that other stuff, and now I'm ready to move forward. I choose to move forward. I give you permission to clear anything that is causing this disease. I give you permission. And then, voila, it will start doing that. The next point about the unconscious mind is that it needs clear orders to follow. So let's not be ambiguous about what we want. Let's not be humble and think, well, I don't know if I should ask for that. No, it just needs clear orders to follow. However, it will take those orders only if there is rapport with the conscious mind. If not, it will stay in that protection. I'm going to protect her. I don't trust you. And it will battle against your conscious mind. You know, that's when you get into that thing with, I want this. You don't deserve that, but I really, really want this. That can't happen for you. And so you feel like you have this battle. And that's why just thinking positively or saying affirmations, it doesn't work, because, I mean, it does work, but it takes a hell of a lot of energy. I used to do that, and it just felt like I was in a battle 24 hours a day. So yes, affirmations work, but there's an even easier way to do it. You need to get your unconscious mind and your conscious mind in rapport with each other. And there are many ways that I teach to do this, but one of them is to actually think of a name for your unconscious mind. Maybe journal about it. Unconscious mind, what is your name? And you might get a name that just comes up. Maybe try and allow one to come up during some meditation. Maybe ask the question and allow some time for it to reveal itself, whichever feels right to you. When I have something I want to clear, I say, hi, and I say the name of my unconscious mind, and I say, I love you. I love you so much. And I want to thank you for taking care of me. But I want to tell you something. I'm making a new choice now. I choose to move forward. I choose to live in vitality and health and happiness and wealth and abundance and in love and in peace. You can say whatever it is you desire. That's my choice now. And this is a really good idea to do just before you're going to sleep. I give you permission to delete anything that is blocking or stopping my healing, my health, my happiness, finding the love of my life, accepting allowing myself to receive love from someone, whatever it is, say, I give you permission to go in there and clear it all. This is my new choice now. So I want you to, moving forward, do everything you can to support me in having, and be very specific about what you want. And when you have this beautiful rapport, that will be its open guide to just go in there. And often you'll see that, the unconscious mind really speaks through symbols and images and visions. And oftentimes mine will smile at me and give me thumbs up. And it's a beautiful relationship that I have with my unconscious mind. And it is so obedient. And the last point that I really need to make for all of this to work so well for you, to have that self-love, to have that self-confidence, to go forward and really create the life that you want, is to make sure that when you're talking to your unconscious mind, that you're focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. The thing about the unconscious mind is it does not process negatives. It doesn't understand negatives. That's something that we've created with our spoken language. But energetically, it does not process them. I always used to give this example to my coaching clients when I was just solely coaching parents. I would say, you're saying the same thing to your kids, but listen to this and see if you can feel the difference. Don't drop that off your plate when you're carrying it to the kitchen. Carry that plate carefully to the kitchen. You can feel the energetic difference in there, right? I'm saying the same thing. I want them to be very careful. I want whatever's on that plate to get to the kitchen carefully without making a mess. But if you're saying, don't drop this, the only thing that the child is processing is, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. And what happens? 8 to 9 times out of 10, something happens. And then you go, I told you to be careful, okay? It's not the child's fault. It's the wording and what they were focusing on. It's the law of attraction right there. Whatever you focus on becomes your reality. So with the unconscious mind, be very clear that when you're speaking and you've gotten the rapport with it, you feel the love of it, you show it love, that when you're saying what you desire, only speak in what you want it to do. Forget the what you don't want it to do. So I want you this week to really keep this in mind. You've got an unconscious mind and a conscious mind. This unconscious mind loves to be obedient. It loves to keep things running so you don't have to do any effort at all. It loves listening to what to do and to protecting you, preserving you, making your life great. This conscious mind loves to have the freedom to create anything it wants. And so it wants to give this orders. Create the rapport so that both of them do their job in the most elegant, easy, simple fashion. And you will notice a difference, huge difference. Try this for a week and then 2 weeks. Make this your habit of thinking this way, and in a month for sure, your life will start to feel and look very, very different. What do you want your body to look like? What do you want your prosperity to look like? What do you want your career to look like? Your love life to look like? Your relationships, your friendships, your skin, your hair? What do you want it to look like? Do it with rapport and love. And that's when the magic happens. Make it a gorgeous, elegant week, and we will see you next week.